Late last week, Immigration Minister Keith Bell said, listen, y'all, either you pack up and leave or we're going to deport you. Was that message strong, convincing, believable, Cassius?
Listen, you know, the Haitians who come to the Bahamas have heard it all. They've heard ministers say, we can form a strike force. We coming for you. They give them ultimatums on this date. If you don't come, turn yourself in. We coming for you, and so on. They've heard it all. And one thing you realize with Bahamians, you know, it's just like when we created a new law. When we created the seatbelt law, every police was on the street on the day of the enforcement. 2 days later, you can't find a police to enforce the law. But that's how we go. You know, we don't enforce. We talk with no cellular phone when you're driving. 2 days after the law was passed, all the police on the street. Now people still driving with a cell phone and so on and so on. But we don't, you know, we say these things, but we don't enforce them. Haitians come to the Bahamas because they were invited to the Bahamas.
What you mean, now, Cassius? Stop being mischievous. Who extended?
When you look at the last election, the last general election, there was a mass rally. The PLP held a mass rally with the Haitians and telling them it's okay. And I said to myself on that day, what are y'all doing? That y'all cannot do that. Y'all sending the wrong message. You cannot have a rally with all Haitian nationals speaking Creole. When that post get back to Haiti, what they saying? We win. And so they come to the Bahamas because they figure they win. And so inadvertently, there was an invitation for them to come to the Bahamas. And they come to the Bahamas, one, because the Bahamas has resources that they need. Now, the question is, right, if we as Bahamians take over the jobs that they were longing for, then there would be no need for them to come here. They would go elsewhere. And this is why we got to encourage Bahamians to get more productive and more active in the economy by doing some of the domestic work like landscaping and painting and construction. And unless we Bahamians get into it, and if we leave the void, there'll always be a need for people to come and fill those voids. And so that is the reason why we have this crisis after crisis after crisis. Plus, when they come, somehow they get Bahamian passports. I remember one time, I was campaigning in one particular constituency. I saw this Haitian national, could not speak one word English. He showed me a Bahamian passport and told me who he's voting for because they gave him a passport. When I speak, I don't speak because what somebody tell me, no. I sat down and talked to this man face to face. And he showed me a passport. He could not speak English. Now, how is that possible? You tell me you're voting for this next person. All right? He didn't say they gave him the passport. He said that's what they're voting for. Well, you show me a voter's card and a passport and you even in the Bahamian? So we got to stop playing games with ourselves because we know we're selling our sovereignty to these people. There are people in these agencies, they sell our sovereignty. They sell the Bahamas. And that is wrong. And this is why we need to make sure stiff penalties goes to the immigration officers, customs officers, anybody who break the law by doing such heinous crimes. You cannot sell the sovereignty of the Bahamas people. You cannot do that.